Hey, yeah. This is a dynamic yoga flow practice that focuses on shoulder and hip mobility and stability. We will take a good while to warm up properly, and then after that we will work on some fun and yet challenging variations of vinyasa, core work and back bends. We will also play some time with a wheel pose, the beloved wheel pose. I think a fun yet challenging practice. Find your mat and let's get started. Come sit on your heels, lean the body weight forward so you can tuck your toes under, and then lean the body weight back again. Let's stretch the big toe flexor. At the same time, we're gonna warm up the upper body. But find this first, so make sure the weight doesn't go too much to the outside. Really squeeze the heels together, keep the weight a little more on the big toe mound, second toe mound. And then bring the fingers to your shoulders. Start to lift your elbows up, bring them together in front of you. You can round your upper back, even tuck the tailbone under. Now start to open your elbows to the side, a little further back, if possible, even gently arch your spine. Bring the elbows together, hug your ribs in, tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, open, push the chest forward. Exhale, around. Like cat cows, at the same time you want to warm up your spine. Elbows together and open arch. Exhale around. Inhale, push the chest forward. Exhale around in. Inhale, open. Two more. Exhale. Inhale, last one. Inhale. Now start the same. Bring the elbows together. Start to make a circle. Lift your elbows up, open. Lower down and keep going. When you bring the elbows together around your spine, and when you open, gently arch, chest forward. Really moving your shoulders, your shoulder blades, warming up the spine. Let's do one more this way, and then reverse the circle. Nice, really moving the space between your shoulder blades as well. Nice, and last one, round in. Nice. Release your arms for a moment. Make a fist. You can bring your thumbs in and wrap the fingers around. Now, extend your arms forward, palms facing up, parallel line with the floor. Now bend your elbows, bring the fist to your shoulders. Open to the side as far as you can go without arching your ribs this time. And then open your arms out to the side, palms facing up. Bring the arms in front of you, pinky fingers together. Keep the elbows parallel to the floor and bend in. Open, extend, palms facing up, and bring in front of you. All the time, keep the elbows, arms in line with the floor, parallel to the floor. So try not to drop your elbows. Together. And open, extend. Together. Couple more like this. Together all the time, auto rotating the shoulders. Here really palms facing up. Now start to bend your elbows by your side. Swing back, extend your arms. Now start to turn your thumbs down and in. So in the end, your shoulders are inner rotated. And bring the hands, arms in front of you. Now the back of your hands together. Again, bend your elbows, palms facing up. Get through. lengthen. Start to inner rotate. Bring forward, back of your hands together. And again, open your shoulders. Get your arms through. Inner rotation. Bring forward, round the upper back. And bend again. And keep going. You can go a little faster. However feels good. Really, again, warming up. Playing around the inner rotation, outer rotation. Anytime you need to release your toes, feel free. Couple more. Nice. Stay in front. Now with your left hand, grab the right knee, swing the right fingers to the opposite diagonal, up and over to twist. Right arm goes underneath, left fingers forward, up and over. So always reach to the opposite knee, just twisting, warming up. Follow your fingers. Nice, couple more. Inhale and exhale over. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Exhale, release. Rotate the shoulders back and down. Nice. Finally, if you didn't release already, release your toes. Lean the body weight forward. Take a moment to wiggle your toes. Maybe tap the top of your feet down. And then bring your knees together, toes together. Sit the hips down to your heels and we're gonna stretch the top of your feet, your ankles as a counter. So tuck the tailbone under gently. This might be more than enough. Maybe you get to float the knees off the floor. But same thing here, squeeze the heels together, ankles together. Try not to let the heels open to the side. Keep the ankle alignment. Stay here, or maybe even find your balance, hands together to your heart center. Take a moment. Nice. Take a couple more inhales and exhales. One more inhale. One more exhale. And slowly start to lean the body weight forward. Once again, come to your all fours. You can rotate your ankles. And then tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up to your first down dog. Paddle your heels. Shift the body weight side to side, hips side to side. You can turn your head. Lengthen your side bodies, warming up. Spread the fingers wide. Really ground your hands. Shoulders away from your ears, long free neck. And then start to find a stillness. Take a couple of inhales and exhales here. You can always soften your knees if needed to. Lengthen side bodies. Hug your ribs in while you open your shoulders. Shift body weight forward to a high plank. Bring the shoulders over your fingers and exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, body weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, shoulders forward. Exhale, hug the elbows in. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Soften your knees. Look forward. Step your feet outside. Your hands come to the front of your mat. for your malasana. So turn your toes out, heels in, and squat down to your yogi squat. Shift the weight a little side to side, side to side. And then bring the left elbow to your left inner thigh. Push the left knee open gently. Keep it outer rotated and then start to move your right knee forward and back. Or side to side. Just bringing the knee in and open. In and open. Warming up the hip. Nice. Now bring the right elbow to your right inner thigh. Push the right knee open and same thing with your left. You can roll to the outer edge of your foot to the inner edge. Side to side. Or however you see it, front and back. Inner rotate, outer rotate. Nice. Come back to the center. And now, interlace your fingers. Keep the knees open, hips open, and start to make like number 8. Rotating your wrist, warming up the wrist. Little lift from the lower core, pelvic floor. And then bring the back of your hands together and make circles one way around. Keep the elbows soft. Really press the back of your hands together to feel the stretch on your wrist. And then reverse. Nice. Release. Walk your left fingers to the side. Press the left knee open. Right fingers reaching up to the ceiling. Really open your shoulders. Broaden your collarbones. Other side. Walk your right fingers to the side. Press the right knee open. Left fingers reaching up to the ceiling. Open your heart. Inhale. Other side. Open. Lengthen. Exhale. Release. Inhale, swap it to the other side. Open, lengthen. Exhale, release. This time, if you feel like pointing, find your fingertips or left fingers finding your right wrist to pull the right elbow a little straighter, to open your chest a little more. Release. Other side. Press the right knee open. Extend or point fingertips or your right fingers finding the left wrist to pull the left elbow a little straighter. And release. Bring your fingers down, start to lift your hips up. You can turn your heels out, feet parallel. Relax the head, relax the neck, and then interlace the fingers behind your back. If possible, squeeze the heels of your hands together and start to extend arms overhead. Relax the neck, relax the head. Shift the body weight onto your toes. You can soften your knees a little. Now release. Hands to your lower back, all the way down to the floor. Now with your left hand, grab your right ankle, bend your left knee. You can really swing your hips over to your left. And right fingers reaching up to the ceiling. With your left hand, really press down to lengthen. No need to keep the hips in level. You can really drop the left hip and open your chest a little more towards the ceiling. And swap it to the other side with your right hand. Grab the left ankle, really press it down. Bend your right knee. You can swing your hips a little to your right. And your left fingers reaching up to the ceiling, maybe even further behind you to open your chest. A little more. Press down with your right hand. Release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. And step your feet back into your high plank. Let's do a little bit of strengthening from here. Feel free to release the knees down anytime you need to. Shift the body weight. Or first of all, you can open your feet maybe a little wider than hip distance apart. Now shift the body weight onto your right. Bring the left hand to your right shoulder. Bring the weight onto your left foot. Point your right toes. Lift the right leg a little and bring it down. And lift. Stabilize your shoulders and your hips. Bring it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last 2. And lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Nice. Bring the left hand down. Shift the body weight onto your left. Right hand to your left shoulder. Body weight onto your right foot. Point your left toes. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Try to keep the hips square. Lower. 4 more. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Lower. Last 2. And lower. Last 1. And lower. Nice. Bring the right hand down. Bring the knees down. Lean the body weight back. Move your hips a little side to side. Maybe turn the palms facing up. Let the elbows rest on the floor. Take a moment. We have another one to go. So always an option to keep the knees on the floor. Then find your way back into your high plank. Check that the hands are right under your shoulders. You can again open your feet a little wider. Now start to lift your right toes off the floor. Extend the right leg back behind you. Now reach your left fingers forward. Bend the right knee into your chest. And extend. Bend. And extend. Try to stabilize. And extend. Bend. Extend. 4 more. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Bend. Inhale. 2 more. Extend. Last one. Extend. Nice. Lower the left hand down. Right toes down. Square. Or level your shoulders and your hips. Body weight onto your right foot. Extend the left leg off the floor. Right arm in front of you. Fingers reaching forward. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale. Bend. Extend. Bend. Extend. 4 more. Exhale. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. 2 more. Lengthen. Last one. Lengthen. Nice. Release the right hand down. Left toes down. Again. Lean the body weight back. Knees down. Hips down to your heels. Turn the palms facing up. Move your hips a little side to side. And then find your way back into your down dog. Feel free to move once again. Soften your knees, look forward. Step or float your feet forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, relax the neck. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, arms to bend. And exhale, hands together to your heart center. Inhale, send your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. Step your feet back into high plank. You can always flow through normal vinyasa or stay with me. Chaturanga, and we're gonna hold the chaturanga, hug the elbows in. Now, bend your right knee, bring the heel closer to your glute, and extend the toes down. Again, bend, extend, bend, extend. Kick the heel in, Extend. Last one, heel in. Straighten your arms, right knee to your forehead, around the upper back. And then send your right leg up to the ceiling. Three-legged dog. Nice. Step your right foot between your hands. Step your left foot between your hands. Toes together, heels together. Halfway lift. Exhale. Relax the neck. Inhale, bend your knees. Utkatasana, chair pose. Check that the hips are low enough. And then lift your biceps by your ears. Chin away from the chest. Lift from your lower core. Hug your ribs in. Sit down a little deeper. Squeeze your sit bones together. Now bring the hands together to your heart center and let's twist over to the right hand side. Left elbow on the outside of the right thigh, right knee. And then level your knees and your hips first. Sit down a little deeper. Press the elbow against your thigh to lift your heart up a little higher. Thumbs to the center of your chest. Sit the hips down a little lower. First, make space between your thighs and your belly. Lengthen the back of your neck. And then you can deepen the twist a little. Maybe bringing the right fingers down or the left fingers down or flatten the left hand all the way down. Make sure the left knee doesn't move forward. Move the left knee back. Level your knees. Right fingers reaching up to the ceiling. Maybe turn your head. Look over your fingers. Or maybe even extending the right fingers over your head. Turn the pinky in to get the shoulder away from the ear. Nice. Release the twist. Inhale, Utkatasana, fingers reaching up to the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, we're gonna right away jump into the other side. So step your feet back into your high plank. We hold the chaturanga. Don't go too low. Shift weight forward. Hug the elbows in, ribs in. Bend your left heel in, toes down. Bend, extend, and bend. Extend, two more. Bend, extend, leave it bent. Really press away from the floor. Knee into your nose, round the upper back. Send your left leg up to the ceiling. Three-legged dog. Step your left foot forward between your hands. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Toes together, heels together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, relax the neck. Inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Again, weight is on your heels. Hug your ribs in. Make sure you can see your toes. Squeeze the inner thighs together, sit bones together. Arms reaching up to the ceiling, biceps by your ears. Hands together to your heart center. And let's twist to the left hand side. So right elbow on the outside. And then level your knees. Maybe you need to press the right knee back just a little. And then thumbs to the center of your chest. So first, make space between your thighs and your belly. Lengthen the back of your neck. Sit the hips down a little lower. Lift your heart up a little higher. And then you can reach your right fingers down or flatten the right hand down. Make sure the right knee doesn't move forward too much. Keep the knees, hips in level. Left fingers reaching up to the ceiling. Or maybe left fingers reaching overhead. Again, turn the pinky in, shoulder away from the ear. Nice. Now release. Come back into your Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale here. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And let's flow through normal vinyasa. Just a chaturanga to go through. Hug the elbows in. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Soften your knees. Look forward. Step your feet outside your hands. Come to the front of your mat once again to your malasana. Heels in, toes out a little. Try to flatten your heels down. And then imagine you are holding a block. Of course, you can hold a block if you have one. but imaginary block is as good. So reach your fingers forward, palms facing each other. So you are holding an imaginary block. And then start to walk your feet a little closer together. Try to get the knees inside your arms. Shift the body weight onto your left. So your right knee comes outside. Can you extend the right heel forward? And bend. Now shift the body weight onto your right. Left shoulder comes inside, so the left knee is on the outside. Extend the left heel forward. And bend. Again, move your shoulders, body weight onto your left. Extend your right leg from the outside. And bend. Shift the body weight onto your right. Extend the left heel. Bend. Of course, use your arms as a support if needed to. And bend. Over to your right. Extend the left. Bend. Let's do one more round. Shift body weight onto your left. Right leg extends from the outside. And bend. Body weight onto your right. Extend the left from the side. Bend. Back to the center. Nice. You can toe heel your feet a little wider open. Fingers down and extend. Turn your heels out. Relax the neck. Take a moment. You can soften your knees a little. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. Step your feet back into your high plank. Lower down to your chaturanga and we hold again for a moment. Keep the chaturanga. Just bring the shoulders, body weight back and body weight forward. Bring the body weight to the heels of your hands, to your fingers, to the back and forward. Back, forward. One more. Forward, point your toes. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Nice. Bend your knees, look forward. Step or float your feet forward, toes together, heels together, halfway lift. Exhale, relax the neck. Inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana. Back into your chair. Bring the weight onto your heels. Relax the shoulders down, hands together to your heart center. And we're gonna twist once again. I'm gonna turn a little bit sideways. Let's go to the right hand side first. So bring the elbow to the outside. Sit the hips low. Try to level your knees and your hips. Maybe flatten the left hand down. Extend your right fingers up to the ceiling, over your head, or work on your side crow. So if you're going to your side crow, you can actually bring the hips down to your heels. Hands are on the outside, and then you really wanna bring the elbow underneath and look out. Look diagonally forward. Shift the body weight forward. Really use your core and start to lighten your feet off the floor. Shoulders slightly forward. Hug the elbows in. Lighten your feet off the floor. Nice. Find your way back into your twist. Release it. Back into your Utkatasana chair. Fingers up to the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward, relax the head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, other side. To shift weight back and forth in chaturanga. So hug the elbows in. Elbows 90-degree bend. Shift body weight forward to your fingers, to the heel of your hand. Forward and back. Try to hug your ribs in. Forward, shoulders open back. Forward, back. One more. Forward, back. Last one. Forward. Point your toes. Auto rotate your shoulders in your up dog. Really feel how you can press away from the floor. Lift away from the floor. And exhale. Back into your down dog. Take a moment. And soften your knees, look forward. Step or float your feet forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, relax the neck. Bend your knees, Uttanasana, chair pose. Twisting to the other side. So again, squeeze the inner thighs together, sit bones together, sit down a little deeper, hug your ribs in, open your shoulders. Hands together to your heart center, twist over to your left. First, level your knees and your hips. Maybe lift your heart up a little higher, find the long diagonal line. And then you can open your arms. Maybe left fingers reaching up, maybe overhead. Or if you're working on your side crow, you can bring the hips down to your heels. Hands are outside. And then really lift your hips up. Look forward. Shift the body weight forward. Hug the elbows in. And then float your feet off the floor. Even lighten the right knee up a little so you're not fully resting. Nice. And slowly find your way back into your twist. Release it. Uttanasana, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Relax the neck. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, just flow through your normal vinyasa. Hug the elbows in. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Soften your knees, step your feet outside. Your hands come to your Malasana Yogi squat. Hands together to your heart center. And then bring the right hand behind you, fingers facing back. Start to lift your hips up and extend your left fingers maybe overhead. Transition to your wheel. We are not going to go there quite yet. Start to lower your hips. Really press from your right hand to swing the body weight forward back into your Malasana. Now left fingers behind you, pointing back. And then start to lift your hips. Swing your right fingers over your head. Again, lower your hips. Press from your left hand to bring the body weight forward to your Malasana. Keep going, right hand behind you. Lift your hips. Open your chest. Bring the hips down. Press from your right hand back into your Malasana. Left hand behind you. Swing your hips and your chest up. Always careful with the shoulder though. And press from your left hand back into your Malasana. Let's do one more round. Right hand behind you. Lift your hips. Lift your chest. Lower. Press from your right hand. Swing the body weight forward. And last one, left hand behind you. Open the front side of your body. Lower. Press from your left hand to swing the body weight forward. Take a breath. Bring the hands down under your shoulders. Lift your hips up. Step your feet back. Flow through vinyasa. Hug the elbows in. Chaturanga. Inhale. Up dog. Exhale. Down dog. Bend your knees. Step your feet forward between your hands, toes together, heels together, halfway lift. Exhale, relax down. Bend your knees, Uttanasana, chair pose. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Relax the shoulders down, hug your ribs in, and then really slowly start to sit down all the way. All the way. With the control, bring the hips down. A reversed tabletop. Gonna do a couple of variations there. So feet are hip distance apart, hands behind your shoulders, fingers faced forward. Bend your elbows first a little, like you wanna squeeze the elbows a little closer together behind you. And then just lift your hips up and lower, bend your elbows as well. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now inhale, lift. Try to keep your hips off the floor. Start to swing your hips through your hands. So really press away from the floor, press the heels down, extend your legs. Try to lift your forehead a little higher to your thighs. And then bend your knees again, hips still off the floor. Swing your hips forward and up. Again, swing your hips through, round the upper back, press the heels down, use your core. And swing forward. You can keep going like this, or maybe extend the right heel up. Now when you swing your hips through, can you lighten the left heel off the floor? Tap the toes together, or the feet together. Lower the left foot down and lift up. Again, swing back. Can you float the left heel off the floor? Tap the feet together, lower the left heel and swing forward up. 2 more. Get your hips through. Float and tap. Lower the left heel down and up. Last one. Get through. Tap. Heel down. Lift the heel up, lower the hips down, bend your right knee, bring the right ankle on top of your left knee to your figure 4. Press the right knee open, flex your right toes. First, you can actually walk the hands back 1 step. Tuck the tailbone under, like you want to round your lower back. Bend your elbows and squeeze them a little closer together. Feel your shoulders first. And then start to extend your elbows, even walk your hands closer to you. Bring the left heel a little closer to you. You can come up to your fingertips and really lengthen your spine. Push the chest forward, shoulders down. Feel the outer right hip. And then drop the left knee over to your left, the right foot comes down, right knee pointing up, and we are ready to twist. You can bring the left elbow to the outside, the right knee, right fingers behind you. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Both hips grounded on the floor. Shoulders open, or if you want to point, of course, your right or the left fingers can go between. Find your fingertips or your right wrist. Standing upright, really broaden your collarbones to twist from your waist. Now release. Cross your shins, hands forward. Step your feet back into high plank and flow through your vinyasa. Hug the elbows in. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Soften your knees, step your feet forward, feet together, halfway lift. Exhale, relax the neck. Inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana. Weight on the heels. Hug your ribs in, lengthen the lower back, shoulders down, and start to sit down slowly, slowly, with the control, all the way down. Same thing, reversed tabletop. You can always stick with just lifting your hips up or do all the variations we are working on. Fingers facing forward, shoulder distance apart. Bend your elbows a little and lift your hips. Lengthen your hip flexors. Hips down, bend your elbows. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Now keep the hips off the floor to swing them through. Flex your toes up. Press your hands down around the upper back. Keep the hips floating off the floor. Swing them forward and up. Again, swing through. Try to round the upper back. Lift the forehead a little higher. Hips a little higher. And forward. Maybe extending the left heel up. Swing your hips through. Can you lighten the right heel? Tap the feet together. Lower the right heel. And backing to your reverse tabletop. Swing back. Lighten tap. Release the heel down. Swing forward. 2 more. Tap. Heel down. Swing forward up. Last one. Use your core. Heel down. Lift up. Lower the hips down. Bend your left knee to the side. Left ankle on top of your right knee to your figure 4. And first round we can walk the hands back a little. Bend your elbows. First round, the first thing. So bend your elbows a little. Tailbone under. And just feel your shoulders. And then start to walk your hands forward. You can come up to your fingertips. You can bring the right heel a little closer to you. Press away from the floor. Lengthen your spine. The back of your neck, shoulders down, chest forward. And then drop the right knee over to your right, so the left foot comes down. And we are ready to twist. Really bring both hips down. Right elbow on the outside, the left knee. Left fingers behind you. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, twist. Always broaden your collarbones. Lengthen the twist. If you took binding to the other side, do it also here. Try to practice even practice. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist. Still use your breath. Inhale, always elongating, making space. And exhale, gently deepen. And release. Face forward, just cross your shins, hands forward, step your feet back, flow through your vinyasa, hug the elbows in chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward, step your feet outside your hands, arrive to your malasana once again. Toes out, heels in, and squat down. And now we're actually gonna transition to the wheel. So if wheel is not something for you, if you have some problems with your shoulders, or shoulders feel really tight, you can always do a bridge pose. Or you can go to your wheel also from the bridge, slowly bringing the top of your head down, and then hands by your ears and slowly lift up. But if you want to play around from here, your shoulders are okay, let's actually transition to the wheel. So right fingers behind you, or right hand behind you, fingers facing back, and then slowly start to lift your hips and your chest. Bring the left hand down, shift weight onto your left, and then turn your right fingers facing the same direction. Take a moment here, you can bring the body weight a little side to side, side to side. Really feel the ground underneath you. Feel again all the knuckles, heels of your hands grounded on the floor. Same with your feet, really press away from the floor. You can shift the body weight a little forward, straighten your knees, and back to bend. Just finding your ground, shifting the weight a little side to side. And then maybe you start to bend your right elbow down slowly. Maybe the left. So you are in your forearms. Same thing here. Bring the weight a little side to side, forward, back, always mindful with your shoulders. And then to come back, you can bring the top of your head down, flatten the right hand, the left hand, and press back into your wheel. And now we want to transition back to malasana. So we start to turn the right fingers facing the other way. Slowly swing, bring the body weight onto your right. Start to lower your hips. Press from your right hand to swing the body weight forward to your malasana. But always, always mindful with your shoulders. Only play whatever feels safe. Other side. So now the left hand behind you, fingers facing back. Slowly bring the body weight onto your left. Lift your hips and your chest. Right hand down. Then turn your left fingers facing the same direction. And again, take a moment here to find your ground. Just get comfortable. Back pains can be quite overwhelming, so make sure you're always comfortable first. Get comfortable in wheel pose before doing anything else. Let's go left elbow down first. And then the right. Try to keep the elbows right under your shoulders so they're not too wide open. Again, you can bring the body weight a little side to side. Maybe straighten your knees a little. And bend. And straighten. And bend. And to come back, you can bring the top of your head down, flatten the left hand, the right hand, and then press back into your wheel. And then really careful when we are coming back. So first, try to shift the body weight a little more onto your right, so you can turn the left hand the other way around. Shift the body weight onto your left. Lower the hips. Press from your left hand to swing the body weight forward. To your malasana. Nice. Take a moment. Let's flow one more vinyasa. So hands down on your shoulders. Step your feet back into a high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Bring your toes together. Release the knees down. You can open your knees a little wider. Take a child's pose. Hips down to your heels. Bend your elbows. Bring the forehead down. Move the body weight little side to side. Turn your head little side to side. Walk your hands back under your shoulders. And then lie on your back. Hug the knees in to your chest. Rock and roll a little side to side. Bring the knees together. Really give yourself a tight hug. Start to lift your head and shoulders off the floor. Really squeeze everything in. Even lift your hips off the floor. Shoulders off the floor. Only your lower back is on the floor. Squeeze everything in like a really small, tight pole. Squeeze it in. And then release to your final savasana. Open your arms and your legs a little wider. Get super comfy. You can lift your chest up to get the shoulders more open. Move your hips a little side to side to release the lower back. Fingers can curve in. Toes can fall out. Soften your face. And make sure to enjoy the final savasana at least for a couple of minutes. I'm gonna jump out here once again, so you can take your time, decide how long you wanna stay in your resting final savasana. Thank you for sharing the practice with me once again. See you next time. Namaste.